And now, coming to you live from Creation's offices in beautiful, sunny British Columbia, here's Arthur!
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. I feel a little bit like Johnny Carson. And, we have a great studio audience here in BC today, which is wonderful to see. And I just wanted to say happy 20th anniversary to everyone. For those of you on the feed, we're feeling very, very festive here in BC, and a lot of celebrations going on, which is great to see. So we welcome you wherever you are. It's wonderful to have our entire Creation family together today via Webcast, so welcome to that. I also want to welcome 32 people who have joined us here in BC from all our different Creation business units. They are people that are your representatives, for those of you in the other locations, who have come to celebrate with us. So welcome. Each of you have been selected by your BU as a cultural champion, as somebody who embodies what the Creation family is all about, as someone that's been chosen to come here and represent your team, to meet with each other, to talk about how we can work better together, to learn more about the company, and hopefully to have a great experience enjoying Vancouver and meeting a lot of new people. So we're really excited about that. So here we are, 2,500 people, 11 business units, spread across Canada, the US, and in China. And we're celebrating a very important milestone in the history of our company, 20 years. And it's really exciting. You know, 20 is the platinum anniversary. It speaks to being strong, and our company is. It speaks to being enduring, and we certainly are. And it talks a lot about just who we are, to have done so well in a very tough industry, as you know, and to have come from where we started to where we are is really exciting. And of course, it's all about you, our exceptional people, who have really made the difference. And so as we think about our 20th, we're thinking about our people. We're celebrating you, our people, our culture. We're thankful for the partners we've had, our customers, our suppliers, the people that do business with us, and it's been a great journey, and we're very excited about all of that. I looked at March 18th, which is our official anniversary day, as you know, and a lot of exciting things happened on March 18th. Of course, in 1893, the Stanley Cup was launched by Lord Stanley, right? Any hockey fans here? In 1931, so that's 80 years ago, Schick unveiled the electric shaver, right? Pretty cool.
Who built it?
Who built it? I don't know. In 1949, NATO was established, and in 1959, Hawaii became the 50th state. So some pretty exciting things. But of course, all of those are pale in comparison to 1991, when Creation Technologies was born.
Yeah!
Now, I hope you've been enjoying the 20-year celebrations. I know I have. I've been doing the 20 Days of Wellness. That's been a lot of fun. There's been Sudokus and crossword puzzles and video contests and song contests. And there's also been a wall of memories. And I like memories. I hope you do as well. So if you haven't been on there yet, I encourage you to go check out the wall of memories. And I'm going to warn you, there's some very disturbing pictures. There's some ones there of Daryl, a green guy on a desk. I'm not sure what all that's about. Daryl's behind me here, looking innocent. But so with that warning that there's a few disturbing pictures, go check out the wall of memories. It's not only great to kind of walk down memory lane, but it's also very educational. So for example, for many years, I've been trying to figure out how is it that Randy Ziegenhagel managed to marry Wendy. I mean, he married way out of his league, right? And so I was on the wall of memories, and it suddenly became clear to me. I told Debbie we were going to have dancers today, and she didn't believe me. And Randy, I love the hair. Way to go, Randy. Love you, buddy. But seriously, the Wall of Memories has some really great stuff on it, and you got to go check that out. And this afternoon we're going to be releasing some more stuff. Some great work has been done on a creation difference video, so stay tuned for that. And also there's a scrapbook that's been put together that highlights a lot of our history, and I've been able to see a few early drafts of it. I haven't seen the final version yet, but that's coming out today as well, so that'll be really exciting, and I hope you look forward to that. Speaking of memories, one of the guys who started it all is here with me today, so welcome Geoff Reed, our founder and our chairman. So Geoff and I are going to chat for a little bit, and then after that we're going to take questions from all our different locations. And so if you have a question, please email it to me. And in your email, in the subject, put 20th anniversary questions. We've received 2 or 3 so far. Not sure if we'll have time to get to all of them, but wherever you are, please email in your questions, and we'll look forward to that. So Geoff, 20 years ago when it all started, did you ever envision that we'd be sitting here 20 years later, 2,500 people, 11 business units, $500 million in revenue across Canada, the US and China, the 25th largest EMS player in the world? Did you envision that?
The short answer is obviously not. You know, I can think back 20 years ago, and I was a young 30-year-old starting this venture with a couple other partners, Barry Henderson and Paul Clark, and being excited that we can finally, I can finally do something, run a company and have a good time. And I don't know if all of you know this, but the day we bought the assets and started the company, our largest customer called us up and canceled all their orders. And it was 50% of the business. And my dreams were dashed. I can remember sitting in my office, staring at the wall, and going, how am I going to tell my father-in-law I lost all the money he lent me? And truly, I can remember sitting there praying, going, Lord, just give me a month, maybe 2 months, so at least I can learn something out of all of this. And, the rest is history. Today, it does feel a bit of a dream, and I think it is an answer to prayer. Here we are. And it's pretty amazing, and it is a dream. So thanks, everyone.
So, Geoff, when you look at all that's been achieved, and I know there's lots of memories, but kind of what are you most excited about, most proud of?
You know, we're in a very tough industry. We're a service company, and there's other companies that have their own technology, products, etc. We just have to be able to serve well, and I think to be successful, we've had to be smart, and we've had to work hard. And when Birchill, our financial partner, came in and did their due diligence on us and looked at the company, they've told me then, and they tell me now, that we're one of the best companies in terms of how we're being run, and our culture, our people are at a different level. So it's the touchy-feely stuff that's made us successful, and you can't say a product's done it for us, anything like that. It's you guys, so that makes me proud.
And how about memories? What are some of your favorite memories over the last 20 years?
So, my mind does go back to that first year when, we started at that room in frozen fear and watched how we reacted to that. We had to do things like wage cuts, and were able to stick together through that. And we actually paid back the back wages a year later. We got our first bank loan, and I can remember negotiating that, and in my head going, are you guys crazy? You're lending us this money? You're nuts. We had our first employee share offering, which was neat. I can remember our first Christmas party in our studio. We had a music studio, and we're all gathered around in that studio having our Christmas party. We won our first big customer, Hughes, that year, and there was light at the end of the tunnel. That was a pretty exciting year. The other thing I remember, Arthur, is bringing you on 10 years ago, and at that time we had grown significantly, and I was feeling overwhelmed. I need somebody to help me with this, and it was great bringing you on. That's a key moment. And then as well, obviously, 4 years ago almost, when we brought Birchill on, the chance to be able to, all the original shareholders, all our shareholders having the chance to cash out and feel like we had finished, part of that road and had a bit of a prize there. And since then I've had my cake and eat it too. I've been able to have some liquidity, hang around, have some fun, so it's been good.
Great. Well, I heard, Geoff, that the first 10 years were kind of a walk in the park, but the last 10 have certainly been exciting, challenging, and we've had a lot of fun. When I think back of some of the things we've done, our first big PowerPoint presentation to a customer, some of the wild trips you and I and Dave and other members of the team took. And speaking of Dave, he couldn't be here today, he's traveling, but I'll never forget being out at a customer dinner with him. And he starts sharing food with the customer, and I thought, this is kind of bizarre. I've never, don't
yeah, he is
do
bizarre.
That. And afterwards, I said, Dave, what's with that sharing food and dessert? We can afford 2 desserts. What was the whole idea here? And he said, Arthur, you don't understand. If I can get a customer to share dessert with me, I know I'm going to win him. He's been right 80% of the time, although I still haven't quite recovered from his extend-a-fork that he pulls out and starts reaching across the table. But,
you haven't seen that fork fly through the air and almost kill somebody.
I know I haven't. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm not at all surprised. But, a lot of memories, BU celebrations, anniversaries, parties. And of course, welcoming several new BUs. It was my pleasure to go to the locations that joined the Creation family, and to often hear the previous owners talk with such passion and emotion about how they cared about their people. And I remember, standing there saying, "Yes, this is what it's all about. It's about the people," and that's great to see. So a lot of great memories over the past few years.